Chad the Bard!
Class, as I look down on you, and I am, because I'm going to be petty for a second, because you need it. Like, I get it, humans. You can run on legs. You can fix a drawer. You can pay for lunch. But you're getting cocky. I've been observing your generally perceived awesomeness for a while now, and I think I can safely say in the great evolutionary race, we gotta pull you back a little bit. And you can curb your anarchic fuck humans. We're bullshit, bro. When's the asteroid gonna get here in the comment section? Because this is not your moment, it's mine. And you don't get to have it. You can't have it. You don't get to have everything. You got the land, the sea, but most personally, you got the air. That's supposed to be my house. Yeah, I'm packing bullshit for wings, and I don't have frequent flyer miles because I don't want to deal with another app. I have chosen not to fly. But even if I could, why would I want to? The way you buzz cloud now like you got somewhere to be. You don't! Unless you're Walton Goggins. That guy is in everything. The only way I can see that's actually possible is he's got air traffic control on lock, which these days is not a brag, it's survival. But that's it. That's the only human needs to be somewhere right now. Anyway, hyperboles aside, you're the worst. You don't get to have everything. It's not all yours. I don't care you got 2 thumbs in a Range Rover. You shouldn't be driving a Range Rover. That fucking thing is terrible for the environment. It's boring as hell to look at. It's a SUV-flavored SUV. It's the Coors Light of SUVs. It'll do the job, but you're not going to feel good about it. And cars are cool. I get it. They are. They're fast. You own the roads, but cheetahs used to be the hotness. They used to hit up all the clubs, cover of all the zines the rest of us in the Animal Kingdom read. And no, I'm not going to tell you about all the zines we in the Animal Kingdom read. That's for us. You don't get to know about it. Just know one of them is entirely pangolin erotica, and it's called Danglin'. And it's just as hot as it sounds. Cheetahs were S tier until the hype went to shit. October 15, 1997, when Andy Dead Dog Green broke the sound barrier in a jet car in Nevada. Cheetahs fucking quit it. They called the game. They moved to the savannah, started podcasts, deleted their social media. And I know what you're thinking. How do they have social media and podcasts back in the 90s? That's how fast they fucking are! Or were. No thanks to humans. Humans! I'm not the first bird to say it, but I'm going to say it the loudest because I'm going to be petty for a minute. Stop taking our fucking jobs! Let the gazelles run Hoka. Give the silk industry back to the worms. Let the octopi design camo. You humans should have your camo privileges revoked. Wearing it on a bus. When's the last time you saw a fucking deer on a bus? Wearing camo, you figure you look tough? The hunter, the alpha? I'll tell you what I see. I see a human that's openly advertising if there was going to be an actual emergency, you're good to run into the woods and hide. You're already dressed for it, ready to blend into the bush and let it pass. Fucking don't see a fucking panther wearing camo is what I'm saying. You made mozzarella sticks, Dippin' Dots, and personal pan pizzas. You don't get to have everything, and you're out of control. So we're going to curb your envy for a second here, because it's for your own good. Envy might have some evolutionary benefits, but too much and you're going to make it weird, like nutmeg. You've gone too far ahead is what I'm saying. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I bring it up because this time it's personal. For ages, we birds have been the lords of the sky. That's not an official title, so don't go getting fancy with me just because you're getting fucking nervous. I'm clocking your bullshit right now and you want to suck up to me. You can't. Up is where I live. Can't even go down on me because I got a cloaca. That's the evolutions of evacuation till we got it right. Pissing and shitting from an all-purpose tube. We go number 3. That's mad efficient, and that's my point. We're better birds than you. And birds hang out on top. Literally, we are above you humans. And normally, I'm not about taking the high road unless it's in the form of a fat cherry dork, a blue dream, and a sack of nachos watching Final Destination on 40X. I'm grounded because it's where all the stuff is. Plus, we birds don't like live in the sky. That's just our highway, and I fucking hate taking the highway. But in this instance today, because you're getting into my special personal spaces, I'm taking the high ground, Anakin, and it's getting petty. The air is our domain. It took a long fucking time for us to figure this out, evolving from dinosaurs and all. Oh, did you evolve from some of the largest apex predators that ever were on Earth? Did it take a fucking asteroid to wipe out your ancestors from the raid? The most metal of extinctions? No. You're just monkeys with headphones and Zell. Cool story, man. I remember my first beer. Anyway. The sky humans. About 150 million years ago, or so your scientists figure. It doesn't really matter much to us birds right now. We're mostly thinking about bread. The Archaeopteryx dropped. New fucking tech. Wasn't the best flyer, but it taught us everything we know so far as we know. But like I said, is it bread? Then we're not going to write it down. Since then, birds have the sky. And eventually, you all started coming out of the cave to see what all the noise was. You've been envious of our aviation. And like, I get it. We're awesome. I'd rather be a bird than take the elevator. That's a fart humidor with lobby music. That's 0 for 3 when it comes to the breezy upper troposphere. But you don't get to have everything. And yet you'll do whatever you can to get it, and then you're going to Cybertruck fuck it up. On May 19th, 2025, the Instagram account Entrepreneurship Quote, or its Entrepreneurship Quote, sources entrepreneurship. See, I can make up fucking words too. Posted, quote, in a bold move to reduce airfare expenses, several budget airlines will introduce standing-only seating options beginning in 2026. Along with that hot tip, they posted some pics of said standing-only seating, which I will point out is an oxymoron, but I'm taking the high road. Courtesy of the designers Avio Interior, which I will point out is a portmanteau, but I'm not being my high wire about it because I'm better than you. And they look kind of like someone hung their chaise lounge out to dry upside down, which I will point out is a dumb way to hang a chaise lounge, but hey, you're only human, keep up. Now, you're probably wondering, as was I, why, in the current aviation crisis of which we find ourselves, would money be put into dangling your passengers like their jackets instead of like anything else? Well, that would be because the Skyrider 2.0, which was introduced in 2018 at the Expo in Hamburg, how does the other half live? Apparently reclining in a private cabin because the Skyrider 2.0 is designed for you, poor. It was designed to utilize more of the cabin space so they could what? Quote, the Skyrider 2.0 is an innovative seat. It allows an ultra-high density in the aircraft cabin. Skyrider 2.0 opens the traveling experience to a wider passenger market, creating also a useful space for the introduction of mixed classes boarded at the same aircraft. And you know they high-fived on a beach in the Maldives when they came up with the pitch, introduction of mixed classes, because they know what that really means, peasants. So, horny are you to get up into my airspace, that you are devising ways to put more of you up there at the same time. It's not our fault you can barely pop a fart on the red line when it's a Cubs game. You got to cram up the fucking sky. Anyway, this has been going on for a while, too. Back in 2010, Avian Interior tried to pull the saddle seating, but apparently taking a red-eye suspended like you're on a ski lift wasn't the vibe at the time. But Skyrider 2.0 has better padding and, quote, firmer mountings. Which I get, nuance is the thing, but that just feels like a red flag. Because, like, what the fuck if you went with Skyrider 1.0 and it's less firmer mountings? Y'all would be swinging like dry cleaning. Avio Interior adds Skyrider 2.0 weighs, quote, 50% less than standard economy seats and has a reduced number of components for, quote, minimum maintenance costs. But I figure you'd want as many maintenance costs as you could, given that evolutionarily you're not even supposed to be fucking up there. The company closed out the pitch by assuring humanity that sitting in a roller coaster chair is, quote, the new frontier of low-cost tickets and passenger experience. But is it worth a low-cost ticket and, by extension, a passenger experience? None of this should be confused with Alejandro Nunez Vicente's 2022 chaise lounge seating, where you're sitting high-low, like a bunk bed went sideways and you just kind of went with it, leaving whoever gets the middle level drowning in farts. No. The Skyrider 2.0 has you pendulant like you're on a parachute, which isn't something you want to be thinking about when you're fucking flying. Has your envy no shame? But humans, I get it. I understand envy. I'm envious. I get it. I yearn for thick bones, voting rights, the ability to grow a sick mullet. I would give my whole ass beak for a fraction of the confidence of a mediocre human in a truck. Have you ever seen that shit? Stop signs are a suggestion. Traffic lights are a dare. Crosswalk is a theory. They don't give a fuck what time it is, what lane you're in. Get on the 90-94, they just make up lanes. I'm surprised you haven't bent to the will of the truck people and just made the shoulder a permanent big fucking truck lane for big fucking trucks. I wish I could swing dick like that, or at least I assume. Because by the sound of it, if you got a truck, your dick is thick. Get out of the way of that thick dick. It's got places to be. I'm sure it's probably just Buffalo Wild Wings or a Lowe's, because I never see dirt on them. But that's not for me to judge. Give me that level of societal indifference and blind entitlement. I could use it in my day-to-day. Imagine living your day like you're always driving an F-150. Fuck waiting in line for anything. You don't need to ask who's next. It's fucking me. Look at my truck. That's a symbol that I'm always next. Baby in a stroller on the bike path, not today. Unless your child is a new Chevy Colorado, fuck out of the way. That baby's bullshit. So's your whole family out for a walk after church. Get shit on. That's the juice, man. I'm like 3 apples high. I barely got through the lobby. Nobody moves for me. But if I was a fucking 2500 Laramie crew cab, the sea of you fuckers would part biblically. That's what I'm envious of, humans. You're fucking truck nuts, earned or not. Need you here anymore? Need I say more? Because this is not about you. It's about me. The rest of me on this fucking planet being great and often adorable. You can't take that away from us with your rampant efficiency and complete resistance to regarding anyone with a budget as a person. You just fucking around with the connective tissue of our sacred timeline to appease your own capitalist desires, stacking your fellow human beings like they're lab samples. If you ever driven with anything multiple on hangers and stopped, that's hell's wind chimes. That's gonna be you. All of you. All because you're jealous you can't be in the clouds. Fuck your dreams, Tiffany. You know what? Go ahead. Strap yourself into a jump seat and go to Tulsa. Hit yourself up there like a spider plant. I'm sure nothing's going to drip on you now that the ceiling's gone and you're raw dogging gravity in this pressurized ass tube over the Great Lakes. You did this to yourselves. You want to be treated like garment bags? Go ahead. That's what you get for being so fucking hard on the 4th deadliest of sins, but that's not my fucking problem. I can curb my cravings. I'm not that high. In the end, turns out it's not 100% confirmed that they're going to do this, but they all just passed the safety test, and they said that it will only be available for short flights because God only knows you can't even honor the sky long enough with your attention spans. But whatever. You're going to you, we're going to we. Guess I'm just jealous because you're faster than me. Pencils down. And that was class!
Get to class!